Woo! Oh my. I started getting weather alerts. Oh gosh, it must have been about midnight last night on my phone, and we were coming into my watch. Not because of a winter storm approaching like I would normally be used to this time of year, but because we have warmer weather coming in and we got some cloud cover. And those two things mixed together created some really dense fog. And so visibility was just horrible most of the day. So I waited a little bit longer before I went out on my recovery run today. And I got a little bit chilled. Even though it's not cold out, it's awfully damp. And that dampness kind of got right into my bones. So right now I'm having a little bit of coffee to get that chill out of my system. And I got my PJs on after I got out of the shower, so I'm really getting comfortable today as we have our conversation. And I was out in the Novablast 3s today. I know it's wet weather, and that's not typically a shoe I would necessarily reach for when road conditions are wet like they were today. But I have to say, they did better on the sidewalk today than I felt like they had in the past on other wet surfaces, but they still were a little bit slick or greasy is kind of what it felt like when I was on the blacktop or the pavement area. So they're still a little bit dicey for me on some wet conditions if you're really trying to pick up the pace. But as a recovery run shoe, I thought they did great. These are so close to being in that max cushion category for me now. They're so soft, and you do get tons of energy return. So it's a really unique shoe. I wish that the upper was the same as it was in last year's version of the shoe, but I'm getting along with it okay. I haven't had any problems with it. I just felt like the previous version number 2, fit me a little bit better. Fit like a glove for me. I absolutely love the upper on version 2, and this one's it's okay. It's okay. It's nothing special. It's comfortable, but it's just okay. But I loved it. And the reason I wanted to put a few more miles on these is I'm getting ready to do my top 3. I know I'm a little bit late, but the top 3 for 2022, and or maybe I'll expand it to make it the top 5. But either way, this shoe is going to be up there for sure. Whether or not it makes the number 1 slot, I'm still not quite sold. That's why I want to put some more miles in some of the other top shoes for me, including the Rebel V3 and the Hoka Mach 5. So those are really the top 3 for me anyway. But I'm not sure which one is going to be taking the podium. But a few more miles and I'll be able to make up my mind, I'm sure. The one drawback with these is they're not great for me on wet surfaces. But that aside, they're a pretty darn good shoe. Okay, so a couple of things I just wanted to chat about today. One of them has to do with a video that I did previously. I'm going to let you in on a little bit of secret here, a little secret on the Amphipod, and I'm dropping stuff all over the place. So yeah, I'm going to let you in on a hidden secret of the Amphipod that I think a lot of people don't know about. And this was brought to my attention that maybe I should be talking about this in the video review that I did of it a while back. And that's got, it's the fact that these have hidden Velcro. So when you get it and you pull it out of the package, if you're like me, you just go ahead and put it on, and you're probably going to make an assumption, like I think most people do, that where the control unit is, that this is going to be the front. And that's the way that I wear it. And because I like to have access to the control panel so I can cycle through the different modes or even turn them off if I want to. But in fact, if I wear it that way, that's backwards. And that's not the way that the manufacturer intended it to be worn. So I think what they intended you to do is to go ahead and turn it on, set it to the mode that you want it, and then put it on. And on the back panel, for me, which is really the front panel, you can't even see it, right? But this is Velcro. So if you take and pull this apart, this is how you're intended to get it on. And it makes it really easy to slip it on that way. But again, that's not how I wear it, honestly. I do wear it backwards. I know that. But for me, it just makes more sense to have the controls in the front where I can reach them. But it's not necessarily intended to be worn that way. So I just thought I'd bring that up to your attention because one of the things I really want to talk about today is safety because of the weather conditions that are out there. So unfortunately, not every day can be sunshine and blue skies, but that doesn't mean that we can stay home. Consistency is key, so I'm still out on the run today. I got just a recovery run, so I've got the Asics Novablast 3s on, should be a good choice. Got my safety vest on with the lights flashing, so we'll be good to go. Oh, so got it done today. You know, it saddens me every year, usually in the summer months, but I always hear about an accident, either, you know, a runner who got hit by a car or somebody out on their bicycle. So safety is crucial, especially when you're out around town like I am here. It's not as big a deal when I'm out at the park. You know, safety from that respect is getting injured and having somebody be able to find me in case that were to happen. But out here, it's about being seen, being visible. And I have on this visibility vest here. Now I'm actually wearing it backwards. You know, the manufacturer designed it with the Velcro to go in the front, but when you do that, you can't get to the controls. And so when I reviewed this the first time, I don't know, it's been a long time ago, I wore it out backwards for that reason, because I wanted to be able to go through the different modes, so, you know, I could demonstrate the vest, and I couldn't reach around behind me to be able to get to the control panel. So, and this was also somebody brought this up in a comment under that video a while back, but not that long ago. I don't know, maybe a month or two. I don't know, things go by super fast. Hey, good morning, how are you? Morning. Hey, happy holidays to you. Yeah, happy holidays. A little foggy out here today. It is. Very foggy. Yeah, I had to put on my vest. I don't know if it helped to me to be seen or not, but hopefully it did. That was the whole intent anyway, of the purpose. Oh yeah, definitely. So pick it up where I left off. Safety. So what do you guys do? You know, if you want to add it in the comment section below, you know, some of your favorite safety tips, you know, whether it's a lighted vest like this one or reflective vest. Maybe you make it a habit of running with a buddy or letting people know where you go, you know, those types of things. So, you know, safety, like I said, is a big concern of mine, especially the older I get. You realize that you're not 10 feet tall and bulletproof. That things happen, and we need to do the best we can to make sure that we stay safe. And that goes along with some of my goals for 2023, right? My number one goal was to run injury free, and if something were to happen to me out, you know, on a run or something like that, I definitely want somebody to be able to get to me as quickly as possible, so that if I were to fall, that injury could be taken care of quickly, so I could get back on the mends. So that's it for today's conversation. Again, you know, add your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, from Bella and I, hope you guys are having a great day. As always, run tall, run strong, be kind to one another. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on Run Tall with Tim.